Hello, praise God. Have you ever wondered, like, when you hear these words, maybe in church or anywhere, maybe you're listening to the Word of God, or sometimes even reading the Word of God, when you come across these words, be holy, be ye holy. What comes in your mind? What does it mean according to you? Just text there in the comment section. Yeah. But for me, for example, in the book of First Peter, chapter 1, verse 2 to 9, it says, this is it's an instant. The writer of the book of Peter is talking about what God was telling the Israelites. He told them, you are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, and a people belonging to God, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. And then in Exodus, this is where these words come from. In Exodus, it says, although the whole earth is mine, you will be for me a kingdom of priests. This is the instant whereby God was choosing Israel to be his chosen people. He's saying, although the earth is mine, you Israelites, you will be for me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words you are to speak to the Israel. This is Moses. That is, God was telling Moses to go and tell the Israelites, yes, the earth is mine. But for you, Israelites, I'm choosing you to be a royal priest, to be my royal priest and a holy nation. Yes. And then you ask yourself, what does holy means? A holy nation. A nation involves people. Yes. So, holy people. What does it mean? So, in Peter, we are given now a clear. It further talks about how can you be holy now? It says, that is First Peter chapter 1, verse 15 to 16. It says, but just as he who called you is holy, so be holy in all you do. For it is written, be holy because I am holy. Then we have this in Isaiah chapter 1, verse 7. There is this part. Nasema, these are angels in heaven. Like God is holy. Ndio First Peter inatuambia that. But just as he who called you is holy. Now these are the angels who are singing or proclaiming that holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory. God is holy. These are the angels saying that. First Peter is saying the same. Just as he is holy. Meaning, when we talk about holiness here, is he's separate. He's not like everyone else. He doesn't do things like other gods. First of all, there is no God that can be put in the category of comparing our God. There is no God that can be in the same category with our God. That is the first rank of his holiness. He is set apart, he is alone, like no other God can be compared to him. And then his doings, they are taught, first of all, the first contrast all the other things that you can try to compare them to our God. So that's what you're talking about, that he is separate. And that is why he says that just as he called you is holy, so be holy in all you do. So there is a way the world does things, but the one who has called us, the one who has chosen us, yes, the earth, the world and everything belongs to him, but the one who has He has chosen us as his special people because we as believers, we are Israelites, his chosen people by faith, through faith, because you are the children of Abraham, through faith. And so, because you are the children of God, or we are Israelites by faith, we are royal priesthood and we are a holy nation. Meaning, we are to do things, we are set apart. We are not to do things as other people do things. That is why God, throughout the Israelites' journey from Egypt even to Canaan, God was insisting, please do not mingle yourself with other people because you people are set apart. Don't mix up yourself with other people. I am your God. I am separate. Please, can you be like me? Be like your father. So that's my understanding. That's how I've come to understand, and every time, everything that I do, I have that in mind. Be holy. Be holy for me is not about holiness. Yes, I think most of the time when you talk about holiness to tunaipeanga maybe a certain perspective, pekee maybe in terms of what can I say? But you have a maybe a limited perspective when you talk about holiness. But holiness has to do with everything in your life, whether it's your speech, whether it's your dressing, whether it's everything we do, we are set apart. We're not doing like everyone else is doing. We are doing it as our Father has inquired or has told us to do. So that is why the Bible insists for us to be holy in all we do, in all we do, because He who called us is holy. And in my vision board, that's one of my mantras. That be ye holy. And so every time I read that in the morning, I know this day it's be ye holy. That means my speech, I must ensure that by the grace of God, I don't speak as everyone else is speaking. You're saying things are hard. By the I won't utter those words. So I'm separate. I'm set apart. Yeah, that is my words. Whatever I'm doing, whatever joke sometimes I laugh at. Yeah, like that reminds me that everything I do this day is be ye holy. Be ye holy. And that reminds me, and that's I thank God because it keeps me in check and in track that everything that I do, I'm not doing it like everyone else is doing it. Because one thing I know, I'm separate. Not that I'm pretending I'm special. No, no. I just know that I've been purchased with something that is so valuable with this blood. So I'm not going to live just any other life like that. No. Plus, I am a royalty. I'm royal priesthood. Royalty don't just get involved or they don't just do things evil. They have guidelines. They have things, or let's say instructions or regulations that they abide to. And what I abide to is His word. Whatever the word of God tells me, that is what I will. By His grace and by I am able to actually live and to live out His word in every this and everyday thing. Yeah, and that is to just remind me. Yeah, and that's you become intentional now. Come more intentional in what you kwanza conversation, kwanza currently where everybody is just talking so negatively. I don't want to talk negatively. Things might not be good. I'm not assuming, but I know that is how they are. But there is the way I know of how things can become. Yeah, that is how I live. And I give God the glory.